A UFO crashed in the Sea of La Graña, Galacia, Spain in 1966. The UFO crashed in the Sea of La Graña, 1966. The Spanish Navy retrieved from the sea a flying saucer-shaped aircraft that had flown over several military installations in the area before crashing into the sea in 1966. And this is the file photo of that UFO. And if we assume that UFOs are technological devices created by extraterrestrial aliens, it's reasonable to believe that some of them may have fallen to Earth or even presented problems during their visits to our planet. Everyone knows well about the UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico, the most famous UFO crash that involved today's technology. Is there any proof that a UFO crashed in Spain as well? And the answer is yes. On April 2nd, 1966, an unidentified object crashed into the Sea of Graña in front of the city of Galacia, and it was the first case of a UFO in Spain, and the incident is in the archives of the Spanish Air Force and can be accessed via the web in the library of the Ministry of Defense of Spain. Until then, UFOs had also been observed in Spain but were not investigated. From June 1967 to October 1968, Spain received a wave of UFO sightings. Sightings were made by aircraft in flight, both commercial and military, and were highly publicized in the mass media. So after a secret meeting of only 7 Air Force generals, a memo was issued asking for the cooperation of citizens to notify the authorities if they had any UFO sightings. And the circular 9266 CT declassified reference stated, it all started 11:30 on April 2nd at La Carrera station. At that time, there was an important military base. According to the declassified report, an on-duty worker and 2 sailors observed in the sky a massive object with a light that changed color every 5 minutes or so. The mysterious object then flew over a shipyard where several warships were and headed towards the coast without leaving any visible tracks in the sky, ending up falling into the sea, according to eyewitnesses. As reported by a newspaper, when fishermen who had been sent to tow the UFO arrived in port, a group of Navy men were waiting to take the UFO. They warned the fishermen to keep their mouths shut. The object was loaded onto an army gondola and escorted to La Graña, and there they temporarily hid the enigmatic UFO in one of the army tunnels in the mountain located inside the submarine base of La Graña. The Navy reported the discovery to the American base in Rota, and a group of American soldiers showed up at the La Graña base to get the device onto a military truck, and from there on, nothing from that matter was ever heard. The famous researcher Miguel Pedrero, editor of the magazine Year Zero, managed to locate some witnesses who participated in the operation, and they reported that it was a yellowish craft in color and had the size of a fighter plane. The operation was carried out by a fishing boat called Reina Maria. One of the sailors was Jose Fernandez, who also remembers that it was like yellowish and it weighed about 200 kilos. Please leave your comments about this, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.